is Starlight, and I am out here in the heart of nature. And Starlight is switching her routine around today. And instead of doing my hiking later on, I am starting it out now before I start all my other stuff, So, anyway, I hope everybody is doing good and getting out in nature, and Starlight is working harder on getting out in nature more. And I know I've had a lot of rainy days, and I do have to be careful because my sneakers get wet with a little bit of rain because they have all these holes in them. But anyway, I really love all of you. I hope you're really taking good care of yourself and being that change that you want to see in the world. And it is a fight every day to work on ourselves and be that change that we want to see. So this video, I just want to say, don't give up, just keep going. And the only time you need to give up is on people and places, not places, but people and things that no longer serve you. That's when you want to give up, like a job or a relationship that you're not happy with, where you're doing the work, you're trying to do the best to make those changes to make it easier and better, or make your life easier and happier. But if you're doing all that and still no change and things get worse, those are the times that you want to give up. So anyway, I love all of you, and I hope all of you are doing good. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water. And I know in my area, it's tougher for Starlight to drink water, but I'm doing better this year than normal. So anyway, I'm here, and this is a place nearby where I am, and I'll just show you real quick, is the Wood Lawn. I always think it's woodland, but it's not. Wood Lawn Preserve. And so here we go. Beep. So before I start this hike I want to reach out to all of you. If you are new to my YouTube channel, you can find me on YouTube, and that is at Starlight, and that is with Kathy with a K, Dingman. Plus, you can give this video a thumbs up if you want to see that change in the world, and not just see, but be it. I guess that's going to be one of my things for my YouTube channel, is not to see it, but be it. So anyway, not just to want to see a change in the world, but be that change in the world. And you can give this video a thumbs up if you want to be and see that change in the world. Plus, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can don't forget to leave a message down below. Plus, don't forget the notification bell to make sure you don't miss any videos. And I apologize, I haven't been able to make any videos because I've been having computer issues. So that has been the thing lately, is to get things fixed. So today I'm making a video on my phone as I take a walk. And also, don't forget, you can follow me on Instagram, and that is at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K, Dingman Starlight. And also, don't forget to check out my playlist, because I have many different videos, different topics. So Starlight is trying to work on changing a lot of things on my YouTube channel. So there, I got to get my gloves on here because it's cold. But this is kind of a muddy spot, but I got some snow here and there, so there we go. So anyway, here we go. Beep. I want to reach out to you is because I don't know. I know we all get days like this, is to have a day where you feel like giving up, you feel like quitting. Something might have triggered you. It could have been a person in your life, a family member, a loved one, anybody. It could be a stranger. It doesn't matter who. It could be anybody that might have said something wrong or triggered you in a negative way, where it might cause you to give up. Maybe different reasons can be, maybe you might have looked up to somebody and now you look at them in a different way. You don't see them the same way, and it has disappointed you, where like you might have really counted on them. And a lot of times we have high expectations for other people, and when they don't follow through like we think, I gotta just see, I'm looking for the less messiest way to go through this. I don't want to get my sneakers all muddy here. Yeah, so in life, that's what happens. Starlight is guilty of that, is, my high expectations for other people, and then, they don't follow through like you think. And it could be really disappointing where, or there might be somebody in your life that you really care about, and maybe, you don't trust them anymore. Maybe, you lost trust in that person, and it is very painful when, you thought you had somebody there for you, and then you don't trust them. You kind of questioning who they are and what are they about. Are they there to help you, or are they there to destroy you? What is their connection with you? And you could have so many different things. Maybe you're having problems with jobs, relationships, like family, loved ones, where, you feel down and out for some reason or another. And this is why I need to make this video, is I'll let you know, is when you're going through something painful and maybe things are not going the way you wish they were going in life right now, is that it can bring you down a down row spiral. And it is very painful when, you notice that you were happy every day, and then before you know it, you're down in the dumps, which I call it kind of like hell, where you kind of feel like you're in hell at the moment. And what you got to really watch out for when you're feeling like you're in hell, and you don't have any support or love in your life, and you don't have anybody to talk to, or you don't feel like you can talk to anybody, or maybe you might have people to talk to, but you can't talk to them now at the time that you're going through whatever you're going through. And like I said, you might be wanting to give up. You might want to throw the towel in and say, I quit. And like I said in the beginning of this video, there's times that we need to quit and give up, like bad relationships that are, abusive relationships, or where you're not happy, where you're doing all the work and they're not, where, they put all the work and the load on you, and you feel like you're used, you don't feel loved by that person. You don't feel like they're not even given 50% of themselves, And it cracks me up when I hear people saying, like 50-50. Whoever came up with the 50-50, what's wrong with giving 100% of yourself? Why just 50% of yourself? So I never understood that my whole life, is to just give 50%. So, but you might know somebody like that where, they're not doing their load. You might go out to work, come home, and the house is a mess. And you're like, hey, I have no problem with you not going to work. But then they're not even doing anything at the house. And, a lot of times people don't want to stir things up, and they don't want to open up and express how they feel. And they will go to work, and they will be upset with that person because they're not doing their job. They're not even doing anything. They're actually making more messes in the house. And, you expect when you go to work and come back, they don't even have to work, where, at least they could clean up around the house. But they're not even doing that. And it is very frustrating. Or, you might have problems with your family. So whatever the problem is that when you're going down that down row spiral, is you really got to be careful when you're there, when you feel down and out and you don't have anybody to talk to. Maybe you want to give up on life. Maybe you just want to quit. Maybe you don't want to try anymore and work on yourself. And, you don't know who to trust and who to open up to. And because, they're not going to understand where you're coming from. They're not going to get you. And so it does make you feel alone. Just remember, in those moments when you are down and out, that the angels really, they know everything that you're going through. God knows everything that you're going through, the universe. So always remember, you can ask the universe for, what are you trying to show me right now? What is it that I am missing? Why, why do I feel this way? Like, what is it that I can't see? What is God, the universe, what is God really trying to show me? And I know you can have those horrible emotions, when they feel really negative and stuff. And it is easier said than done. And a lot of times we get a lot of thoughts in our mind, which you got to understand is all those thoughts are not your own. And you don't want to really hang on to all those thoughts and all those beliefs that is going through your headspace when you're going through those hard times. And remember that you're not always alone, even though you feel like you're alone, even though there's nobody there to help you out at that particular time. Because, normally when those things happen, there's nobody around to talk to. It's at the wrong day, the wrong time, the wrong hour, where the people that might be there to help you out, they're working or they're doing this and they got lives of their own. Or maybe, like if you having a therapist or something, that your therapist appointment is not right then and there. And sometimes we might need to actually reach out and say, hey, is there, somebody I can talk to if you really need to, but really pray out to the universe and the angels for support and love. And you don't want to really, it's hard when you're feeling down and out and you feel like you're by yourself and you feel like nobody cares and nobody's there for you. But that is a lie. You got to understand that's a lie from the devil. The devil would love to have you feel that way. The dark force out there would love to make you feel like nobody cares about you or love you. And what you got to really watch out for when you're down in this pit, which feels like hell, it's a horrible place to be and it doesn't feel good, is that you really got to be careful, because when you're there, what happens if you have old habits like drinking or smoking pot or doing drugs, it could cause you to go back to being tempted to go back and do something that you already gave up. And you don't want to go there, because that's what happens to a lot of people, is when you feel down and out, you might want to go back to that bottle of beer or that glass of wine or other things to make you feel good, even liquor, or even relationships that are not good. You might want to go back to somebody that does all those things and spend time with them, even though that that they're not healthy, they're not good for you, but you feel down and out, and that they'll make you feel good, and they'll pour you a drink of alcohol or smoke a bowl of pot with you or do something, and you've worked so hard to let go of those habits, or it could even cause you to go back to smoking cigarettes again, or even worse, other drugs that are illegal that could kill you and cause you to do really bad harm to yourself. And really, this is not the time to go drink alcohol or smoke pot or cigarettes and all that. You need to really be strong and say, I know right now I feel the way I'm feeling, and I'm going to get through this. There's ways that you can kind of help you through that time, as if you can, is to go try to find a place to take a walk, or what helps me out a lot of times is to take a bubble bath and really just relax, or listen to some 432 hertz music, like music that is calm and relaxing, that really will help you to relax through that time. And really not to, those thoughts that come through your head where you feel like giving up, those are not your thoughts, and you got to realize that those are just going to be like a dark cloud passing through, and that it will only be there for a little bit of time. And you really want to get your mind focused on other things. And sometimes these things happen when we can't really go out and take a walk, and enjoy the sun, because it's in the middle of the night. These things can happen at any time of the day, any hour of the day. any day of the week. So if you can't really go out and go take a hike because it's nighttime, sometimes it's best if you could just try to go to sleep. And there's nothing wrong with laying down and crying about stuff, but you don't want to stay there. You don't want to feel bad. Try to be positive when you're going through this stuff. But like I said before, and I am going to repeat this again, is you really don't, there's times that you're going to think about, all kinds of horrible thoughts can go in your head. You might want to end your life. You might want to, give up and take pills or do something to harm yourself. And please do not do that. If you're feeling that low because of your past and you can't deal with your thoughts, please call someone up, on your phone these days. If you just Google, like certain things, that it will give you a hotline number that you can call and talk to somebody. They have hotline numbers out there. Like if you are thinking about ending your life, is please call that number up, and they will have somebody to talk to you and help you through what you're going through. And if you need to, they might even have you where you're not in your house anymore, where you don't have to be alone, and you can actually be with somebody to talk to and get some help, because it is not an easy thing when you're going through these times of uncertainties and the unknown in your life. And it's only going to be there a while, these feelings and emotions and thoughts. So you just don't really want to go to alcohol and drugs when these things happen. You got to tell yourself, I'm going to get through this. Right now I'm going through some stuff, and I'm going to get through this one way or another. I'm not going to, I've come too far to, cave in to these temptations, and it could be a numbers of temptations that you have, like I said, the ones that I already labeled up. So please don't go to those things. And if you do have a friend, that is not going to be busy, and just remember, because this happens, there's times that when we desperately need somebody, and I just want to let you know, don't be surprised that they don't answer the phone, because that happens. There's times that you're like, okay, everybody tells me to go and call somebody when I'm going through this, but then when you call someone, nobody answers the phone. It doesn't mean that they're ignoring you. It could be that they're busy. Anything could happen why they're not returning your phone call. So please don't think that, this is a reason to, turn to alcohol or drugs or cigarettes or any addictions, or even to harm yourself. Just realize, okay, I will call later. You can always leave a message. Let them know that, hey, this is really serious. Could you please call me back? And that is and the best thing to do is really pick up the phone and call. Don't text. Let them know, that is the best way to get a hold of somebody when it's an emergency, when you really need to reach out to have somebody that loves you and cares about you, that can calm you down at a time of need, is to really reach out to somebody that really understands you, that knows you, and that can really talk and help you. But again, if you do not have anybody, really reach out. Even if you have to, call 911, and somebody will be at your house right away to help you out through this. So just don't do anything, because you got to remember, you might be going through something, and you might not be loving yourself as much as you should right that moment, is that you got other people around you, either kids or family, that are going to miss you. And you don't want to just think about yourself. Think about others, that, what you could end up causing to happen in their life. So please reach out to the angels, talk to the angels, and ask for help. Ask them to help you, to calm you down. And remember, those thoughts are not your own. I just gotta be careful because you could fall on snow. Is call somebody you know, and to reach out for help. And anyway, I really hope you get a lot of help from this video, is because it is serious when you're going through those horrible times where you feel like you're in hell for who knows how long. It could last for a while, feeling like that and feeling down in the dumps. But you don't want to stay that way, and you don't want to feel sorry for yourself. Is just to acknowledge those thoughts, that they're not your own, and they are going to pass by like a dark cloud. And like, if you need to, lay on your bed and just it's okay to cry when you're going through stuff, and don't beat yourself up, but really reach out to someone. There's somebody out there that cares. And if you don't have anybody in your life, is to really call the police up. Call, well, whatever your number is in your area, for to get a hold of the police. And reach out to them and let them know that, hey, I need somebody to talk to. So it is okay to do that. And you will get through it. And really, please do not go to alcohol and drugs, because it's not going to make the problem any better. It's going to make things worse. And anyway, I do love you, and I really hope that you all get some help from this. Or even if you know somebody that's going through something like this, is it's good to really be there for people that need you. So anyway, I do love you. You can give this video a thumbs up. You can subscribe. You could share my videos with anybody that you know that could use this. And don't forget to leave a message down below. Plus, you can follow me on Instagram, and that's at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K. Actually, you can follow me on Instagram, and that's at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K, Dingman Starlight. Anyway, I love you. My fingers are freezing. I really hope you get a lot of help. This is Starlight. Starlight. Love, light, and peace.